What's going on, guys? We are back. A lot happening with the car the last week. I did a full paint correction on the car. Still haven't polished it or coated it, but man, did the paint come back. I didn't do a video on that because I've done like 3 or 4 videos on paint correcting cars. No one watches them. There's lots of good content out there for that, but yeah, the paint came out just killer. Once we get it coated, polish it and coat it, it's gonna look sweet. I'll probably wait to do that since we're gonna be working around the car. It's gonna get scratched up here and there. But yeah, really happy with how the paint's coming back to life. It's gonna look really good when it's done. I don't think it's ever been corrected or polished, at least not in the last 5 or 6 years. So it looks awesome. When we picked the car up, if you look at the first video, it was covered in dust, lots of surface scratches on it. But man, the paint's really coming to life. Stoked about that. Was over at the shop yesterday. We're really compiling parts. I know Donnie is ordering the cam. I think he actually ordered it yesterday. So I'm pretty sure everything has been ordered. We're just waiting on pistons, and those are gonna get coated. Definitely gonna bring you guys along when I go to line coatings to get the pistons coated and pick up the parts that are at the powder coater. Still working on small stuff. Today we're gonna be working on the oil pan, of all things. Whoever took the oil pan off the car last, looks like they used a crowbar, and instead of trying to source another pan and buy a new one, I'm going to try to save this one. So they didn't use a gasket, it was all silicone, and when they took it off, you can see it's all bent up. This should be totally flat, and it is not flat at all. So the plan is going to be to get all this gasket material off. You can see here, this is really bent down. Front's really bent. Right here is real bad. So the plan's gonna be to get all the gasket material off, and then we're gonna try to dolly this flat, so it has a good mating surface. These corners are my biggest concern. That's obviously where they were prying to pull it down, and that's really pushed down. So, and that's a critical spot. This is where these pans normally will leak. So yeah, that's gonna be the project for today. I'm gonna clean up the oil pan too, polish it, make it look nice. So we'll get going. Alright, now that I got the bottom all cleaned up, you can really see the bends in this thing. This one's probably the worst. This is obviously where they pried on it. This end's really bad. If this, we're gonna try, but not good. Again, not the people's fault that took it off. It's the only way you're gonna get it off, but ugh, what a bummer. Anyway, we're gonna try to straighten her out here. I'm just working on a Formica top right now, so I'm gonna call that good for now. Over at the shop, we got a big piece of perfectly flat steel. We'll put it on that and we'll dolly it out nice on that. But I think we can save it. That's way better than it was 5 minutes ago, and that's just beating on it with a hammer and some punches, other stuff I had in the garage. So we're gonna clean it up now. I think I can make this pan look pretty good. was a messy job, but pan looks a lot better than it did when the day started. Polished it up. I don't know how good the light is in here, but she's shining. And got it pretty flat. Still gonna need to tweak it a little bit. We'll do that over at the shop on something nice and flat, but I think we saved it. All right, we got everything boxed up. Take it over to the shop next week. Start working on getting the motor together. Pistons should be here early next week. Get those coated at line to line and get rolling. Got the seats out of here, the harnesses out, ordered new harnesses. Obviously the harnesses that were in the car were about 6 years expired. So ordered some new cam lock harnesses, a lot nicer harness that was in the car. Just doing the things we can do right now. I'm just flushing the fluid in the rear diff. It actually looks really good what's coming out of it, but probably hasn't been changed in 6 or 8 years, so figure might as well do it. All right, next thing we want to do, so this is another small thing but driving me crazy. These fuel rails are gnarly looking. Looks like they've seen some stuff. I know it's a race car. I know it doesn't have to look perfect, but I'm just gonna clean these up. They're nice, but I can bring these right back to life. So I'm just gonna polish them up real quick and they will look good as new. Before and after here. I know it's a race car, but we still gotta make it look good. This came out sweet. That's the one that we did. That's the one we still gotta do. Oh wait, those came out sweet. Not 100%, but for a race car, they're gonna do just fine. What a difference. Whew. All right, just leaving D&D Performance. Went over there and picked out a set of custom pistons from Diamond that Donnie and Justin spec'd out for me. These will raise the compression on the motor to 10.8 to 1, which will be great for E85. When we got the motor, from everything we calculated, it was at like 9.2 to 1, which is, probably where they need to be when they built this motor, but definitely not high enough for our goals. And running on E85 is going to be way happier at 10.8 to 1. So anyway, custom set of pistons from Diamond. I'm running them over to line coatings right now, and Andy's going to put his abradable powder coating on the piston skirts. Yeah, really excited. This was the last piece of the puzzle we've been waiting on. So nuke these over to Andy now, let him work his magic on the pistons. We'll get them back, and we'll get down to business on getting this motor put together. All right, we're back home. Dropped the pistons off over at line coatings. Getting the skirt coated on those. Not sure if I'm going to do the tops of them or not yet. I know I said I was, but a little bit more money than I was anticipating. So probably just do the skirts. Andy thinks I'll be all right at the power level we're going to be at. But got all the stuff back from him that I had powder coated. This like wrinkly black, super cool. I'm going to cut into that stuff so you guys can check it out. All right, here's the stuff back. Opened up the manifold first, but I'll crack it all open. This finish looks wicked. It's so cool. It's just got a little bit of texture to it, not a full wrinkle. They do this same coating in heat resistant too, but man, the valve covers look sweet. I can't wait to cut this stuff open. I'm gonna get after it. So we're making progress slowly but surely. We're doing the things we can do, and hopefully in the next video, now the pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together. Hopefully we'll be able to start getting the motor together and get big chunks done on this project. We still got some time, so hopefully we'll be able to get it done by the end of winter as planned. So yeah, hopefully next video we'll be able to get the pistons back from Andy. I am going to have a build breakdown coming. I'm off from work the next 12 days, thank God. So hopefully I get a lot done with the car. Hopefully I'll be able to shoot a couple cars. I know I got some detail projects as well. So yeah, if you guys like this kind of content, please subscribe to the channel. Like this video if you do. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace!